Okay, here we are on Magnolia. This is a job we've done in the past to replace a belly caused by the tree stump that you see right there, or the tree rather. And we're going to look at how this line has fared. It's been about a year and a half. They've just recently had a problem and someone snaked it for them. So here's our new pipe. I've already just looked at this, so I kind of know what's going on here. Okay. Get here into the old pipe, and we can see some roots right there. We see heavy deterioration on the pipe because it looks like brushed aggregate. So this section of pipe, some more roots. But the key here, we're getting a little fogged up. There's some more roots. This is probably the worst part of this section. Okay. Again, this was just snake, but what you don't see here is a large buildup of toilet paper, things of that nature hanging on. See more roots, more heavy deterioration, but it's not holding water for the most part. The roots aren't all the way through, and I know the guys that just snaked it didn't snake it great. They just popped a hole in here. We're at 47 feet from our entrance point right now. And this pipe starts to look a lot better as we go across the backyard. More roots, but again, it's not a deal breaker. The deal breaker's coming up. More roots, no big deal. Again, there's no toilet paper being hung up here. This is not the main problem. Main problem is something to wash off the lens. Okay, a little bit of a belly, roots at the bottom. Now we're actually at the edge of the yard. Now, here's debris. We're underwater, but we're barely underwater. This is the beginning of some problems. Builds up the water here a couple of feet. There's some debris, and we're still in the yard. We're underneath a child's sandbox right now. 7 feet in the ground. And I got some roots. Some more roots. Now, you'll see right now the image is inverted. And we do go into some water. And what this is this is the 4-inch, 6-inch transition with the neighbor, and it turns and starts leaving the house, leaving the yard rather. Shared 6-inch line. Going down a very steep wooded hill. Now, this is what I'm speaking of. Here, we get a really big root clog. 1 second. Okay, now here we have a real root clog. We see toilet paper. We see etc. hanging out here. This is probably what actually this and anything beyond this point is probably what just caused the backups they had when they're using the washer and dryer. Again, this is shared with the neighbor. This is 6-inch. More roots, more debris being held. Now, look here. That's full-on clog right there. Another one. Okay. So, 106 feet, start to see actual, somewhat clear 6-inch pipe. Well, looks like a snake's been through here. You got a little 1-inch opening and a mass, toilet paper, human waste, etc. 118 feet. Camera barely snakes through there. Do you think anything else is going to go through there? Oh look, another one. And I'm really not seeing an opening snake through this one, even though I'd imagine there'd be a lot more buildup at this location. Hopefully we can get past this spot. We're about running out of being able to have the ability to push from this location. We're 124 feet, and now we are running into flat-out clogs. Could only imagine it's just more roots. The worst thing it could be would be a major separation in the pipe. But you can see the water trickling through, so I'm confident we've just got a lot of roots here. Okay, now we totally got stuff all over our lens, and we're not going to be able to get some of it off. And I'd like to try to find this location. Don't know if I can on the hill. It's a bit steep. That's what I'll be doing for a second. Okay. Well, the neighbor that's part of this had work done in his yard, and there's a clean out located completely a lot closer to where this actual fight would be than the 6-inch line. Because obviously I'm 106 feet away and through a bunch of turns. There it is. There's part of our problem. So jetting to at least clear this out to see what the rest of the line looks like would be recommended, and then make a determination on how long the jetting is going to last, if that's sufficient to have some type of dependability in the line. But again, we've just established that there is in fact a clean out that's closer to this battle, and that would be the recommended one to fight this from.